Hi, I'm Emma, Product Research Director at Ascentive, with this week's review of Ascentive Trade Map portfolio activity and investment results. Before we begin our review of the week, I'd like to take a moment to answer one of our most commonly asked questions. What happens if too many people subscribe to Ascentive Trade Map? Will it become less profitable? And here's the answer. It's a practical impossibility. We understand whenever there's a worry that an investing system might lose its power by gaining popularity. Too many profit-making systems make profits for only the early adopters. Two important facts prevent that from ever being true for Ascentive Trade Map subscribers. First, the daily trading volume in commodity future markets is enormous. A group of like-minded retail investors could hardly sway commodity market prices, and even if they did, they would sway favorably in the direction of Ascentive Trade Map recommendations anyway. Second, because Ascentive Trade Map constantly optimizes its technical indicators arithmetically, it will always adjust to influences in the underlying market over time. The moving averages remain optimized no matter how market conditions are altered. So now let's take a look at how the week went for Ascentive Trade Map subscribers. We began the week with 9 open positions with total unrealized profits running at $28,881. This is from an investment of about the same amount, $28,297. Most important, we were running an investment return of an incredible 102%. That's an above-average return even for Ascentive Trade Map investors, so we expected that to decline a bit during the coming week. As much as we'd all like these super high returns to continue, we knew they would subside, and that's exactly what they did. This week's trading was shortened due to the Independence Day holiday in the US on Monday. With most futures trading markets closed that day, the remaining exchanges saw light volumes, and that always makes for additional volatility. During the week, our subscribers closed 6 positions for a net take-home profit of $9,250. The long September 10-year T-note futures contract reversed its trend, and you'll see its corresponding short open order in just a moment. Fortunately, the trailing stop-loss orders for the September 30-year T-bond and palladium, as well as August gasoline, prevented creating deeper losses for the portfolio. It never feels good to be stopped out of a position, but Ascentive Trade Map investing must be emotionless investing. We pay attention to the guidance and understand that no investment is ever a certainty. Fortunately, this doesn't happen often, but when it does, we endure the volatility and trust the process for a better outcome next time. But despite the 4 losing positions, we still profited with incredible results, approaching $10,000 this week. During the week, we opened 5 positions. 3 of them we closed within the same week. On these rare occasions, extreme volatility in the market prices will cause what's known as a whipsaw. This is when we receive a reverse signal and then very soon receive another one, reversing the prior reversal, just as we saw this week. Fortunately, this doesn't happen often, but when it does, we must endure the volatility and trust the process for a better outcome soon. So we've ended the week with 10 open positions, 6 of them winning trades so far. We're also running an investment return of 62%. That's a more typical return for Ascentive Trade Map investors compared to the much higher returns we've been seeing the last few weeks. Notice that 3 of the open positions will be expiring within a week, so we need to expect closing orders for them to be indicated soon. That's our review of the past week. Although Ascentive Trade Map investing is based exclusively on technical analysis, here are some fundamental items of note happening ahead. Next week, we'll kick off the start of the corporate earnings season as a number of the largest U.S. banks and financial services firms are set to report second quarter earnings later in the week. June inflation data will be made available this week with the latest update to the Consumer Price Index on Wednesday, followed closely by the Producer Price Index on Thursday. On Friday, we can expect the latest updates on retail sales and industrial production, tracking the month of June along with the preliminary July update to the Consumer Sentiment Index. But again, those are subjective fundamentals. Instead, keep looking for the Ascentive buy and sell alerts in your inbox each trading day. They are the purely objective indicators we follow. Have a great week and thanks for being an Ascentive Trade Map investor.